us begin.
All right, people, welcome to the Dunya's Gone Crazy podcast. Yes, it's a podcast, even though it's still on YouTube. It's a video podcast.
This is getting disappointing now. Like
No. Khalas.
What's going on here?
We're gonna add it soon. Obviously, we have the new tagline.
About like 17 episodes ago. What episode are we on?
No, we're gonna add it soon. It's gonna be. Look, listen, just stay close, pay attention, stay tuned to Google Play, Apple Podcast, what else? Spotify, SoundCloud, all these type things. So stay tuned to that. We'll be there, Muslim man. We'll be there. Obviously,
Patience.
Exactly. See, it's a virtue. It's a virtue. Obviously we had the little tagline from last week, innit? I have to read it because I forgot it. I forgot what the tagline was. Welcome to the Dunya's Gone Crazy podcast, the home, the hub, your source for the world's craziest, scariest, and even at times most heartbreaking stories of the week, all to highlight the ways in which we see and we know the Dunya's gone crazy. I am your host, Eunice, and if you've been paying attention, if you've been following along, you can see today we have a full panel of people willing to discuss you know what, from the time since we started this is probably has been the busiest week we've had in terms of stories and news. Like, so much stuff happened this week. But before I even get to that,
get through it all.
Listen, hopefully we'll see.
Try our best.
I highly doubt it. But before we get to all that, let me allow the people to introduce themselves. Musin, if you want to start it off, please say hello to the people.
Hello, people. I hope you're well. I hope you got blessings and barakah in your life and all of that. And
I mean,
thank you for being here. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for being here, Hussein. I mean, I said your name, but please say hello to the people.
Hello, everyone. This is Hussein. We haven't been here for a while, but I'm glad to be here again. I don't know for how long though. But in case you don't see me again, I just want to say it in advance. Eid Mubarak to everyone.
Yeah. Well, but it will be a day after this was released. So, yeah, that's a good shout. Eid Mubarak. Yeah, that's a good shout. James has joined us again. James, please say hi to the people, man.
I don't know if I want to say hi to the people. I got kidnapped and nobody talked about it. That should be the first topic of the story.
Listen, because we didn't want to put attention to the wrongdoers. You feel me? Because that may have been all that they wanted, was some attention from such a large platform.
Yeah.
So
Fair enough.
we didn't want to shine. There you go. Who else do we have here? Salim, please say hello to the people for us.
Hello, guys. We're finally back. Busy schedule, but hey, thank you for tuning in, and Eid Mubarak.
Eid Mubarak. And lastly, but definitely not the least, we have my good brother Camille with us today. Camille, how you doing?
Wagwan, hello, welcome, salam alaikum, Eid
Yeah.
Glad to be back. Hopefully this will be a good episode for you lot. Thank you for tuning in, whoever's tuning.
Yeah.
And don't forget to subscribe and like.
Yes.
Yeah,
We
that might have been
like
the best introduction. I like
that.
that last.
I think that was the best intro we've had. No, Khalas, you've been outdone. Next week, inshallah. Boys, you know what? Before we get into any of the topics today, I wanted to do an update first. Yeah. Do you remember? I don't know who was here when we spoke about it, but do you remember the story several weeks ago actually, of the coast of Scotland there were a bunch of orcas or killer whales that were like ramming into boats and like hitting boats on purpose. So apparently they've now like it's like a thing that's been happening for like the last 4 years. And it's but it's just been increasingly getting more and more and more and more. And so recently there was another incident off of the coast of Spain, I think. And they hit one of those, not even like a ship, it was like one of those competitive sailing boats, the small ones.
Oh no, those are fragile.
And you know the ones they use in the competitions. And apparently they went into the competition like saying like, oh, we knew that this was a possibility, and like they gave like stuff on what to do and all and things of that nature. So
What to do.
bro, like when a killer whale, first of all, they go from how long, like 11 to like I forgot, but like they're big, like long, and they're like 8,000 pounds in weight. And bro, like I don't it doesn't even make sense. They can go up
I'd
to
be
like
more
11
afraid of a
foot.
killer whale than a shark.
Why?
Killer whales are just. I feel like sharks are like they're very clear. Yo, I want to kill you. It's like someone running at you with a knife. A killer whale is like your friend that like
No,
stabs
it's
you in the
not.
back.
No,
Yeah.
it's not.
Because they look so cute. They look nice.
Man, I would disagree.
Right.
I agree. Killer whales are so nice, but I feel like something is happening. Something is changing. And I feel like the mermaids, the kings of the water, are finally tired. And
Facts.
now they're controlling the fish
Right.
and the killer whales to attack humans.
Well,
I
like the
agree.
Aquaman stuff, yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
I
Atlantis.
say that, but their name is killer whales. So
Yeah.
I mean, they got the name from literally, kinda. They like dolphin, but the opposite of dolphin. They see
Yeah, the
something
orcas.
and they want to play with it, even
Yeah.
leaving it. Even if they don't want to eat you, they just will
So
ram you, slap you.
they said that most of the whales that have been doing it have been young adults or like young dolphins. So they then think that this is probably like a playful thing that they've like discovered, and now they want to keep doing it because it's fun for them. But apparently, there's two specific ones that are adults. And so that's what's making them think like it's not a playful thing, because it's like, why are adults doing it? And so that's why they believe like this is the stuff we discussed before, where it's like, oh, it's something probably happened to someone or one of their family members, and they're like, oh, we have to get revenge on that boat or all the boats because they did something traumatic to us, and things of that nature. So it's crazy. I'm more so inclined to agree with Hussein. I think the underwater people are getting mad at us because we're doing things like, see, the thing is, yeah, I wanted to go, when I first read this article, this story, yeah, when I first read this article, I wanted to make jokes, right? I wanted to make jokes. But like a couple days later, it turned out it was a casualty. People died. So now I can't make jokes. I can't make jokes because people have died. And of course, I'm talking about the submarine that went to that went to explore the Titanic with like, how many was it? Attempted to.
7 or 8, was it?
No, I think it was only like
No, it was
five
five.
people. Yeah,
Five,
five
I
people.
believe, yeah.
5 people in a little submarine. They were all like millionaires, I think.
There were no
And
seats.
Four adults,
Billionaires, no
and one
seats.
teenager.
bro, like, but now that it's, but see, now that people have died, it's a bit, you know what I'm saying? Like I had,
Look at this. Look at this. Is this white?
like, this is like some white people stuff. Bro, like, none of those people, like, I had so many, bro, white people, rich white people are so bored with life, brother. They're so bored. They were so bored with life that they were like, you know what? Like, what's another thing that we can do? Oh, let's go to the place where a cruise ship has sunk before and explore that.
Wait,
Were they all white?
I thought. Wait, like the Titanic cruise ship?
Yeah.
The actual
Titanic. Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. So they went to the place where the Titanic sank to explore the Titanic, basically. And in my head, I'm just going like, but why? Why? If, like, you see, yeah, cool. What's a good example of this? You see, if I know Mozart, yeah, if I know Mozart in West London is a dangerous area, why am I gonna go there? Do you know what I mean?
Try your luck, innit?
To explore how
That's basically
dangerous
what
it
they
is.
they have so much money that they've become like, I don't know how to explain it, but like they want the excitement of adventure or whatever.
The thrill of it,
Yeah, they want
adrenaline.
the thrill, exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
That is very true. When you're rich and you've basically bought everything,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
the most expensive toothbrush, the most
That's
expensive
what you
air
start
filter,
with. Most expensive
Oh my
toothbrush.
God.
the
Not
most
like a good
expensive
sofa,
air filter.
car, house. That's a toothbrush.
Not a nice
They
bed.
probably even have their own water desalination station, bro, in their houses. Like, why not? You
They
know,
get
from
yeah.
going to the moon to going underwater, where there've been stories of monsters, right?
Bro,
Yeah,
like
any of us would have done it 100%.
no, definitely
Oh
not me.
no,
Definitely
no,
not me.
If your
no.
Never.
name was Chris.
Listen, don't group me in with you. Yeah, I'm not
Yeah.
going down there.
Never
That's
in
as
my
scary
life.
as going to space. I'm good.
Bro,
No, I'm not saying I'm doing it. Again, I'm you know,
bro,
I'd
they
rather go
say
to
got
space.
families back home and that.
yes. They
Like
say,
if you already here with family, you don't have no.
bro, they say that so you know what they say, like we know more about space than we do about the ocean. Like
Yeah, that's crazy.
we've explored more space than we have the ocean, bro. And it's on
That's
our Earth,
insane.
brother. It's so
What was
crazy.
it? They say like 5%. We've only explored 5% of our
Yeah,
oceans.
something crazy like that. And then you want to go there, and like not
Nah,
even
I'm
to
good,
like
bro.
you want. The thing is, yeah, you could have gone down there in a submarine to like see the fishes, you know, different types of creatures. You went there to see a boat that sunk, brother. Like, what? It makes no sense to me. It makes no
I
sense
mean,
to me.
I have a theory.
Go
you
ahead,
know.
please.
It's better to explore a further neighborhood than exploring your next neighborhood. Does that make sense? Next door neighborhood.
Yeah, because you're kind of used to where you live and where you are. So you
Yeah.
exploring, for example, I'm like a village and exploring like Peckham ain't that much. But if you told me I get to explore, I don't know, Scotland
Manchester.
or something, yeah, something like that, bro, that'd be more interesting. Because
No,
you know,
wait,
you know what
I
I'm
got
saying?
a
hold
different
on.
theory. I got a different theory. What if there was a
Oh.
treasure in the Titanic that no one disclosed?
They're
there is.
billionaires.
There is.
Oh yeah, that's true. We forgot about the billionaires. Yeah.
They're billionaires.
Again, you forgot why they're billionaires. They're billionaires because they're hungry for money.
No,
They'll always want more
bro.
money.
They're
Look at
billionaires.
this. Look at this. Is this white?
Why is this life? But here's the thing: do you think we're not sympathizing with them because they're billionaires?
Maybe, you know, like we're saying this like this is some massive, like, oh my goodness, how could they? It's just like going to see the pyramids. It's just more dangerous.
It's not like looking at the pyramids, bro. It's not.
Mountain Everest.
Because there's a track
Or like
record of
Mount
going
Everest.
there's a track record of these things. Even but like there's a track record of going to these places. You see what I'm saying? Like
Mount Everest has the same thing.
No, but you
There's
see-
a I'll see if I can. I think it's called like green boots, and it's like supposed to be like a check mark or yellow boots or something. So when you climb Mount Everest, people who go there, there's a guy who was wearing like yellow boots, and that's a check mark. He died, by the way. He's frozen. He's been there for years and years and years. But that's a check mark for them because they go there and they're like, ah, yellow boots. I know I'm like halfway or this much up there. I'll see if I can find it. What it's exactly called.
But that's true,
apparently,
you know.
they've
For the
done like they've done like 2 or 3 expeditions already to the Titanic, so it's worked. But
okay, I
what
didn't know
don't
that. I
understand
didn't know that.
is what I don't understand is why would you risk your life to do something that's made by people that don't have the expertise for it? Like
I just
the CEO
wanna
himself was saying that he's not hiring these professionals. He's hiring people that inspire him.
You're talking
That,
about
they
OceanGate.
show
You're
that
talking
they
about
have,
OceanGate.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
That he's hiring people who have promise or who aspire to do something different than everyone else, not
That's
the
so
professionals who
crazy.
know what they're doing.
That's so dumb. That's so dumb.
I just want to say the first guy that made it to Everest wasn't the first to attempt it, right?
Exactly. That's true.
To be under the ocean, there has to be multiple attempts to where we finally figure it out and say, all right, this is how it goes. This is how these are the procedures, and this is
Yeah.
how we can do it.
Yeah.
But one thing that I heard about these stories is that these people had this issue before. So they had an issue where they got lost underwater, and they didn't put anything in place to try and figure it out.
Mm,
Well, the problem here wasn't that they got lost. It's
yeah.
as soon as they hit a certain point, the whole thing imploded on itself.
Yeah.
That's the whole imploded, yeah.
No,
Apparently, like,
they were
yeah.
lost for a few. I mean, for I think a day where they were like even knocking, and they had like a radar
Nah.
going.
No. They
Nah.
were dead from the moment that
Yeah.
the main ship lost connection with them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Because
Wait,
as
what? They
soon.
were dead immediately?
Yeah.
Because they
I-
lost
It
pressure.
happened in
Appar-
like half a second.
So apparently,
Finally.
what the spokes like people from the Coast Guard were saying was that, or like the experts, not really the Coast Guards, the experts were like, everything that you were hearing in the media up until like the day where they were like they found the debris was basically them just trying to not scare the people. Like they were just trying to like calm it down. Like, but everyone kind of already knew what had happened. Like people, Coast Guards heard the explosion, that type thing. Like people knew what had happened immediately, but they didn't want to cause panic and fear and these types of things until they've like fully have like the debris, for example, that they found. But they knew what had happened immediately. Did you guys have you guys seen
Right.
the video I posted on the thing? I'm
Yeah.
gonna put it on the screen now, but it shows the a vacuum implosion at 1 atmospheric pressure. It's the tank, but the Titan, the submarine, was at 375 atmospheric pressure. So you can only imagine the type of like the it, bro. I thought like everyone just disappears basically, like that.
Yeah.
I don't even know like how to even like
Basically
describe
dropping
it.
a 20-ton flat steel from, let's say, 2 miles from the sky straight into you, and you just become flat.
It feels like
Pretty
it feels
much.
it feels like
Crushed.
dropping like a like a boat anchor 200 feet onto like an egg. Like I feel like that's how it must be. Like that's crazy, bro. That's so crazy. But again, I don't even know what to say because did you double check, Musin? Who the people on board?
Yeah, I can
Yeah,
see.
looks. They're not all white.
Okay.
Oh, they're
Um,
all white. I think one might be questionable, but they're all white. Bro. What are you talking about?
No. I think the father and the son are not white.
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
I don't know where they're from, but
All right, should we make it sad a little bit? All right, let's make it sad a little bit. Apparently the son actually didn't want to go there, and the only reason that he was in that submarine was because it was Father's Day, and he wanted to make his dad happy by being there with him.
Yeah, that's deep.
all right. Next story. So what we talking about?
You
Now?
know, apparently Mr. Beast was meant
Yes,
to be
I was
on
just
one of
about to say
these.
that.
Hold on a minute.
He put a screen capture of a text saying we would love like we'll be so stoked if you came. Like imagine Mr. Beast was gone, bro. That's crazy.
There was also another YouTuber, which I think a week before this expedition happened, or something like that, was meant to go, or like if there was a spot open, he would have gone. But they had issues with communications or something, like with the wiring. So all he managed to go on was like a test dive to like, I don't know, a couple thousand feet down or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
But that's all he managed to do because it wasn't safe enough to go all the way.
That's crazy, bro. I don't even know.
It's only by the will of Allah that like the people who didn't go. Like they were saved.
That's true. Yeah.
Mr. Beast is like due to
Mhm.
cure like 1,000 more people before he's supposed to go.
Right.
Cure blindness for like
Mm.
5,000 more people. It's crazy, man.
He didn't fulfill his what's it called? His
Duty?
objective.
His
Purpose.
duty,
Yeah,
his purpose.
yeah, in this earth.
Synonyms.
People, man,
And
listen.
condolences to the families.
Exactly.
but,
Thoughts and
man,
prayers. Thoughts and
it's-
prayers to the families and friends of the lost ones. You know, like genuinely, I wanted to say so much more on this, but tragedy has fallen upon people, so we won't say more. But yes, speaking of billionaires, people, Elon Musk versus Mark Zuckerberg. First of all, who do you have? Who do you have winning?
Mr. Elon.
No,
Here's the thing for me.
Zuckerberg.
100%.
Nah, here's the thing. For me, it's Elon.
Who's Mark
yeah?
again?
Mark-
Facebook.
Facebook, yeah.
Wait, what? Wait,
Yeah.
hello? Who's Mark?
Yeah, my guy Mark.
Mark Zuckerberg. What do you mean?
Mark
Did you
Zuckerberg.
Yeah,
see
yeah.
Mark? Did you
I
see
was just
Mark?
clarifying. Go on.
Oh, fair enough. Okay, but you knew before you asked that.
He
question.
knew.
Okay,
I wasn't
okay.
100% sure who he was, but yeah, I know now.
Well, you need to get a new host, man. Like a co-host. Anyways, for me, yeah, here's the thing. I would say Elon Musk, right? But we don't know what lizard powers this Mark Zuckerberg
La
has.
hawla wa la quwwata
Lizard.
illa billah.
We don't know what he has, bro. So for me, yeah, from a non-conspiracy theory, Alex Jones, you know, I would say Elon
I said
Musk,
Alex
because he got-
Jones.
Wait,
because he
what?
got the build
What?
for it.
What are we basing this off of? You said who? Like,
Cage
who-
fight,
who
cage
is-
fight, cage fight. So,
Like
for
a physical fight.
yes,
Yes.
so
No
for those,
way.
Yeah.
Elon will win it
UFC
easily.
style, UFC style.
yeah, UFC style. So, where is it? Elon Musk. Elon Musk signaled his interest in the match on Twitter a few days ago, and Zuckerberg naturally confirmed that he was in. Like he's down to do it through Instagram, and so it's like I don't know what started it all off, to be honest. But what's his name? So Dana White from the UFC, on a recent press conference said both guys are absolutely dead serious, and and that he would actually be willing to host the fight on the UFC. Bro, I'm so down.
Yo,
I swear to
the winner takes the other guy's social media platform. Bro, Elon Musk is hungry. He wants to take all. He wants to take Instagram, Facebook.
Bro.
He
That
basically
takes
he's
all.
going for
That's
it.
mad.
that's not worth it for Zuckerberg, by the way. Oh wait, is it?
I mean, he's definitely got other investments. He's good to
If
go.
if
Bro.
you, if you think about
mean,
it, right,
no, it's
there's
not.
definitely deals behind the scenes that's happening, you know. So
Okay.
he's probably gonna get something big out of it, you know. Just think of the amount of platforms that will stream it, and you know how many tickets will be sold for, and how high is the ticket. So there's something big.
Yeah, it would just
All
be
I'm
for
saying,
money, probably.
if Elon Musk wins, I'm making a Twitter account. خلاص.
Hey,
You
He's
don't
gonna
listen,
gain
listen,
plus one customer.
Listen, you don't want to be in that space. Trust me. It's not an easy platform to be on.
Yeah, it definitely isn't. Like there are a lot of idiots on Twitter. I'll be honest. I love it though. As you guys know, I'm into that. Like I love arguing against idiots.
Yeah, but here's the thing, yeah. Who do you think initiated this?
It was
I have to say
Elon. It was Elon.
Yeah, it has to.
It was
be,
Elon.
Yeah.
So wait, hold on. So you guys just have Elon winning this,
Yeah, bro. Africa
No.
Bruda. Africa Bruda.
bro? Zuckerberg has been training. You know,
Exactly.
have you seen a picture of him recently? He's like he does MMA training, bro.
It doesn't matter, bro. Zuckerberg has been clicking on keyboard. Elon has
Bro.
been lifting batteries. Any battery you want,
You think-
bro. A truck,
think
a
he's lifting
semi,
batteries?
Hey,
a
that is
semi
true.
battery.
Yeah,
Bro.
he's been training his whole life.
Wait, did
Bro,
you see him
he
throw
built
that
a
thing at the
giga
Cybertruck? I don't think he's ready, bro.
he built
Yeah.
a gigafactory.
Yeah, bro. I die. Also, yeah, like let's just take some things into consideration. So, like I said, so obviously I have Mark in this. Mark has been training. Now I don't know Elon Musk's um background in terms of fighting. I don't know too much. Maybe he has been training, but also Elon Musk is 51 years old and Zuckerberg is 39 years old.
Wait a minute.
Now people's opinion gonna change.
No, my opinion's
Hey,
gonna change
it's a
because here's the
number.
thing, yeah. The cage fight, okay, it's not like boxing, whatever. You know,
No.
Ultimately, it goes down to grappling, and with all that weight of Elon Musk, yeah, how is Mark Zuckerberg gonna get him off him? You know what I'm saying? He's just gonna win. He's just gonna suffocate.
Nah,
And also, every fight you have a time where you can train. Training is not an issue. It doesn't. I mean, yes, it makes a difference how much you're experienced, right? But just remember this: a one punch could end the whole match.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, but what I'm saying is though, Zuckerberg is the one who's been training for that one punch. That I know
But
of.
also, Zuckerberg has been comfortable for so long. I think Elon is
So,
hungry.
bro, look at his muscles today, bro. Are you mad? My guy is fit, bro. He's fit.
I
But
think
don't
he's still
forget,
picturing the Mark Zuckerberg from that Facebook
That-
movie.
That movie, yeah, definitely. The guy who talks mad fast like this and then it just doesn't stop and everything he says makes sense, but for some reason, like, it doesn't make sense as well. Numbers just flying off, data, this, that. Like, bro, like, that's not him no more, bro. That's
Oh,
not
he's actually training on judo as well, like MMA.
Bro, he's
So-
That's
training.
what we've been saying.
But apparently,
That is
Elon
insane.
Musk has been like real training, has some training too. So I don't even know. But you know
I
what?
think it comes ultimately down. It comes to the person who wants it the most, and I feel like Elon Musk wants this well.
The
If he's
reason
one who
I say
initiated, he
that,
wants this.
the reason I say that is also Mark has a baby face, so seeing a baby face kind of takes me off, you know.
None
Would
of
they
this
have to be
means
the same weight
anything.
class?
We don't know. Nothing's been like done yet. Nothing's said and done yet.
Yeah.
I don't think my man Elon will go run
I don't think he
thousands
can.
of
I don't
miles
think he
and
can cut that
miles.
weight.
Yeah, no.
Okay, here's the
no.
thing, yeah.
He's 51.
We asked, yeah, who do you think is gonna win? But this question is now, who do you want to win? Because I've been biased. I've been seeing Elon Musk all the time. But
Elon.
Starting with you, Eunice. You want Elon?
Elon.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you
about
want me
you,
to say why? Let me just quickly say why.
Go for it.
Because ever since this happened, Tesla's stocks have gone down. Tesla shareholders
Man.
don't want none of this nonsense coming from him. Like, bro, stay on Tesla. What are you doing talking about a cage fighting all this nonsense? But if he wins, I'm sure that
Yeah.
thing skyrockets. So, inshallah.
Until he announces the second fight.
Yeah, exactly. And then it goes down again. But then that's when you signal to buy. You feel me?
That's true.
I got Musk. I want Musk to win. Who do you have to win? Who do you want to win?
Me, Elon, 100%, man. I've been Team Elon since day one.
Yeah, I feel like Mark Zuckerberg deserves a punch in the face as well, though.
Wait a
bit.
minute. You've been watching the Facebook movie now.
Yeah, man. Like some of the stuff but you know, just the stuff with like Meta and all the selling of the like data and all these type things. I feel like that deserves some type of physical retaliation.
Man, a lot of companies do that, I think, though.
No, I know, but like, you know, it wasn't Facebook like if you took all the users on Facebook, it's like in top 5 most population in the world or something, or whatever it was.
I'm not sure.
I think
But
it's
yeah,
got like 1 billion plus
Yeah.
users.
yes, it's like the either number 2 or number 3 most populated country in the world behind India and China. if you just
Wow.
take the users of Facebook.
That's
But yeah, man.
perspective.
The Dunya's gone crazy, bro. Look what the billionaires are doing, bro. Like these men are bored, brother. Like their life is just so like nothing excites them anymore. Man are talking about explore the Titanic. Man are talking about let's beat up each other. Bro.
There's somebody that I know. Someone who's very close to me. They'll remain nameless for now. I may name them in the next thing if they're fine with me naming them. So they have a dream where, not like a dream, like they want this to happen, where you get a bunch of, like you have an island and you get a bunch of billionaires and put them on the island, basically like Hunger Games. And you get them to just fight each other until the last person standing. And this is one of their like dreams in life. They want this to happen.
That sounds like Hussein.
So,
Is that you,
so a
Hussein?
reverse Hunger Game.
Well, that sounds like Hussein. Fam.
Yeah, exactly. A reverse Hunger Game. Yeah, I never looked at it like that. That's interesting.
My issue,
Oh, yeah.
my issue with billionaires is that just like my
It's
receding
Hussein.
hairline.
It's
No, it's not me.
Wait. Finish that sentence. What? You can't stop that.
I think billionaires should focus more on the desert and should push back. You see, the desert, just like my hairline, is pushing into land. Taking all the green land, and bro, eventually we're gonna have nowhere. We're gonna have no water. Just like someone said, who was it? I think it was the astrology guy, that scientist, the African guy. He said once. He said there will be one day. He said water is not valuable now, but there
Neil
will be
deGrasse
a
Tyson.
day. Yeah, I think that's it. There will be one day where water will be so valuable, we're gonna have like wars just
Oh,
because of water.
100%. Oh yeah.
You know,
The same way we have
as well, bro.
the same way we have wars because of fuel, like petrol, diesel, like crude oil. We're gonna have wars based on water.
Yeah, I hear
Just
that.
to add up onto that, there's already been a lot of conflict for the Nile River between, I believe, Egypt and Ethiopia.
Yes, sir.
So the water war is
come on,
already
man.
coming up.
Look at
Yeah,
the
but
look at the
that's
countries
different, that's
fighting though. Like these are countries that should be able to, that should be lifting each other up. They're fighting for this.
No, they're not fighting for water. That that's what we're seeing. They're fighting. Basically, it's just Ethiopia. They're upstream. The water goes to Egypt, and they want to create a dam to store electricity, pretty much to make electricity. And by doing that, they are taking away water from Egypt. So that's what the conflict is about. It's not particularly about drinking water or whatever. It's energy.
But one issue with billionaires when they start focusing on things like that, who was it? The Microsoft what's his name? Bill Gates. He's
Yeah.
focusing in a country in Africa, I don't know where it is, and now he's being heavily criticized for like they're saying the only reason you're focusing on this country and you're helping them so much is because you want a resource from that country. I don't know the specific country, but if you search Bill Gates, you will see that he's heavily investing in one of the African countries.
Well, it's his ex-wife now, no? Well, I think it's his ex-wife, or I don't know if it's still his wife, but didn't she have like a foundation of like for like malaria and stuff like this? I was definitely there. Malaria and polio. They definitely had that.
Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation.
Yeah. Okay, there you go. Yeah, they had that.
Right.
For like malaria and like polio, I think as well. I did the whole like fundraising thing with that polio thing. They like tripled whatever we made, and we made like over £1,000. So that was really cool.
I mean, after all, life is about giving and taking, right? And him helping a country and expecting something in return, as long as he doesn't like extremely over charge them. Or I mean, millionaires are millionaires for a reason, right? So
Yeah.
they gotta play the game.
I hear you saying.
Do you guys want to keep talking about billionaires? I kind of
I
want.
think
Billionaires,
we already
more billionaires.
dabbled in wars.
Bro, I have another.
Dabbling in it.
I have another billionaire, bro, and it goes into war, bro. So, Putin very recently nearly got into a mad one. He nearly had his world turned upside down, flipped, whatever Will Smith
do you
said in the
mean?
intro. Bro,
Putin is untouchable. How come Putin's working?
So there's in Russia there's this militia group, like private militia group called the Wagner Group, and its chief is called Yevgeny Prigozhin, I think, and he's an oligarch of Russia. So he's a billionaire. I didn't do too much research on him, so I don't know what his business is in. But he basically did start a coup of he got his militia men to go ahead and become rebels and go and head towards Moscow
Moscow.
to basically cause a madness and tell Putin like relax with all of this stuff that you're doing now. But on that same day though, like just immediately, apparently they had a little get together, a word probably over Zoom, and was like, "Yo, like I need you to stop whatever you're doing," and they made some type of deal, and now he's in Belarus, Yevgeny, and
That's crazy.
the whole coup is dead. But
To go against the country, against the president, and to be let off like a slap on the wrist.
no,
No, it's not even a slap. They just sent him off.
But before he was sent off, Putin did call him did call the action to be treason, and that it was betrayal. So there's a lot of
He
notes.
did the whole speech.
Yeah, he did a whole speech, and there's a lot of correspondents, like BBC, like Russian correspondents, who are saying like, yo, like Putin does not forgive betrayers. He does not forgive them. Like, so he may have sent him to Belarus, but keep a watch on him. See what happens to him within the next year or two. And
That is true. That is true.
and pay attention.
Mysteriously dies from a random disease.
Yeah.
In the bathroom, having a bath.
Wait, this is, bro, he's
Also,
gonna be wearing the biggest latex gloves ever. He's never handshaking ever.
yeah, that's actually true.
Go on, Said.
Now, I'm just gonna say the reason. Okay, first of all, how he made all his money. He has a private army, and it's a pretty sizable army. It's around like 50,000, 40,000. And the way he makes his money, he goes to Africa and all African countries. He makes a deal with them that he's going to train their military and he's going to protect important resources like diamond mines and oil rigs and stuff like that. And he takes a percentage from that. So he makes a lot of money in Africa by doing that. And the reason why he's staged this coup to go to Russia is actually because, first of all, he got hired to take one of the most strategic cities in Ukraine called Bakhmut.
Okay.
Now, Bakhmut was that that was a long war, a very very long war. It was like nearly a year. It's like one of the most important battles in Ukraine, and it's also a strategic city because it's a crossroad between rivers and a lot of the important roads. Now he went there to do the mission to take that. That's why he got signed for. And while he was doing that, he was succeeding really, really well. And the defense ministries in Russia refused to give him ammo and refused to give him support. And then his men ended up dying and stuff. And that's where the first strike. That's why it happened. That's why he got upset. He basically sent a message telling, Russia and the foreign ministers, if you don't send us ammo, I'm gonna leave within like 10 days. I'm gonna leave Bakhmut. Pretty much, I'm gonna leave it, and then Ukraine can just take it again. And so after that, they were having a lot of issues. They resolved it. They gave the ammo. After they took Bakhmut, they were done. They were leaving, right? But whilst they were leaving, there was some rockets, friendly fire, or not really friendly fire. They intentionally were firing rockets at the Wagner, the group themselves. And Bukoshny was not happy with that. And he was like, you know what? Yeah, I'm going to go and take these. His main reason why he was going to Russia is because he wanted the defense ministries, the people that are involved of like trying to take him down. He wanted to pretty much take them out of their position. So I would imagine, this is not confirmed, but I would imagine the negotiation went something along the line of this. I'm going to stop this attack, and these two defense ministries, if they don't step down, if they step down, I'm going to leave. I'm not going to fight anymore. He wanted them to be pretty much step down. Yeah. And but to Putin, the Wagner Group is very important because I don't know if you guys know, in Africa, France is really they have a lot of really strong a stronghold in Africa. They're controlling a lot of the African peoples, the way they think and everything. And Wagner, what he did is he pretty much made the Africans believe that France is their enemy and Russia is the ally, and you would see a lot of flag burning of French flag burning, and you would see a lot of Russian statues going up. So it's a lot of propaganda that's happening there as well. So
Yeah.
he's very important to Russia.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
I feel like I learned a lot right now.
Right. But I think yeah. So listen, man. Again, these billionaires just control the world in such a way where it's just like they have to go to these types of like extreme things just to like feel something in their bloods, in their bones, bro. Like it's not just it's not enough to just be rich and buy the things that you and enjoy the things that you've bought and these types of things. No, you have to be the leader of a militia group. You have to be, and you have to like rebel this militia group. You have to turn them into rebels and like fight against Putin and then make a deal with Putin and then like the games that these people play are like different levels, man. And
It's probably just their personality. For you to become a billionaire, you have to make massive
maybe
moves.
that's true. You have to be a little bit like psychotic in a way, innit? You have to be a little bit like just not correct in
Out
the
of the
head.
box.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also,
There's go on.
if you are a billionaire, you're already in the crosshair of all the elites and stuff. So like you're pretty much living a dangerous life if you're a billionaire. Because a lot of people want your wealth, they want you, so you could expect a lot of like bribery and a lot of people trying to take you out.
Okay. People, listen. I've had enough of billionaires. Let's bring it back down to us.
Poor people, yes. Oh yeah.
Let's bring it back down to us. Let's bring it back down to us. How many of you here?
What a poor, we're broke. Okay, that's a different.
Speak for
Financial
yourself. Do you not see
situation.
my Levi's shirt? I'm joking.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah, I got a stain in mine. two different.
Oh, you should have pointed it out. Nobody would have noticed it all episode.
Yeah.
This is actually this is like this was some oil, like perfume ouds that I put on, and the stain just stayed. It's not going
They'll
away.
never
But
go
I just wear
away.
this. I just wear this at home. Yeah.
Bro, I think
It
oud
looks
is
like-
so smelly.
And now that you
don't-
mentioned that, that's all I can see.
Yeah, you messed it up.
Bro, you got Eunice out here using electricity like it's free. Look at this guy.
Yeah. That's what
Well,
I say.
Alhamdulillah, it's free for me. I don't pay anything.
What a country! Let me come in, man.
Anyway. Of the people in this lobby right now, how many of you would like to work from home versus working like on site? If you had the option between working from home or working on site, what would you rather have?
Wait, so the
On-site.
options are 5 days a week from home or 5 days a week on site. We're not talking about hybrid
Yes.
or anything.
Yes.
Okay.
I would
I would
say
go home.
I would start. No, I would work on site 5 days
Yeah,
a
on
week.
site as well.
On
Same.
site.
Yeah, I'm gonna hate my
Yeah,
home.
it'd have to be.
It depends on the
site.
job.
On site. Okay.
Like it's crazy for someone like me to say, but yeah, I'd rather work
Yeah,
on site. To be
man
honest.
did like a whole IT degree and things of this nature. It must be on site. I hear it though. I hear it.
I mean,
Um,
you need
work
some
from
sort of
home, man.
interaction with people, man. You can't just be home. If it
well,
was a hybrid thing, then I wouldn't mind. But like,
I hear it.
if it's one or the other, then I'm going for on site.
Yeah, I picked the same actually on site. Yeah.
It is the mindset, isn't it?
Yes. No.
I am
Yeah,
also
it's true. Because you do have some people who are like very introverted. So like
Yeah.
without even thinking, with no hesitation, no pause, no delay, they'll just immediately say, "I want to work from home," and it will affect their life
Yeah.
none.
If you think depending on the work, like as Camille said, human interaction. Some work you do not get any human interaction,
It's
so
true.
it's like sometimes it's not worth it.
No, but
It's
I
true.
feel like that lifestyle invites a lot of laziness as well to you, and you wouldn't bother doing a lot of things that you would have done. You'd be surprised if you go on site or to work here. On your way back home, you probably get groceries. You probably interact with people, make fun. But here, bro, you're living a life of isolation, man.
I
Let me
just
let
want
me
to say this, yeah. Let's say I was off for a while, right? Let's say if I worked from home on these off days, um, a jug of milk or the whole pint is like 5 pints of milk. It would stay 3 days. Now since I'm working, it would stay a week or more, or until it expires. So really, you would eat a lot less.
I don't understand the whole point of this.
Yeah,
Oh,
you know, for me, the reasoning is it depends on the person lifestyle, right? For me,
Yeah, it's true.
I'm more of an out person now than an in, to be honest. Anytime I find a chance, I would just go outside. I will go to a local mosque. I will go to a local park. I will go to, meet a couple of friends around, So every time I'm walking, I just see people and say hello to them. So yeah, I think for me, working from home would not make me feel I'm missing out on Holly's interaction, I
What's
guess.
crazy though is that this group of people here exactly have spent more time online than actually offline together. So it's like
hundred
yeah.
percent.
I am
Oh,
an
yeah.
out person. I'm an extra. Yeah, I like to be out and about. You know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, the whole time we've spent more time online than offline.
The
It's
reason
crazy.
I said I
It's,
want to
it's
work
more than
outside is
90% as
because
well.
I do not. Once
Yeah.
I'm off work, I do not want to go out.
I've never even met Saeed ever. Like, wait, actually, maybe once.
I have, bro. What do you mean?
Once, once, yeah.
There was a momentous time in my life.
I
So
said
you
No, no, no.
momentous
He
yeah,
meant
grass
he have
clash.
never met James. He's never met James.
yeah, that's fine.
All right, so cool. The reason I asked that question, right, is because last week the Daily Mail published an article about a grotesque 3D model they called Anna, which showed what people in how long was it? Like 30 years? 2051, I think it was 2050. What people in 2050 would look like if they just carried on working from home. All right. So they created a model of what that person would look like in that time if they worked from home. Okay, I'm gonna send it on on Discord because I don't know. You guys let me know if I can even post this on the screen. So I'm gonna send it to you first, and you let me know if I can post it on.
If
But
you're
did they-
unsure, probably don't.
Did they say how old the person supposed to be?
I mean, I don't even know if that's supposed. Well, let me not speak
I
about.
mean, you will. Yeah, it makes. Oh, that's crazy, bro.
Like, if this is it's meant to be a 30-year-old, then that's mad. Because this model looks like 60
I mean,
to 70.
it is a working age, isn't it?
I mean that looks like 70,
But the
Yeah.
whole poster, she got the poster as well. Like,
ready to work.
Bro, that's crazy.
I think there was some like people were hating on this. Not hating, but people were like really upset.
Yes.
that,
They were saying that
yeah.
this was basically another propaganda, basically is kind of what they were alluding to people like what's the word? Deter people from working home. Like they're basically saying that like these big companies like want people to go back into the work world and not work from home anymore. So they have these they like send out stuff like this to like basically propagate that it's bad to work from home.
right.
That's not what I heard.
Um,
What I heard
hold
was more
on.
so
So you know how
fashion.
Twitter has those things that they tell you like, oh, this is misinformation or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I opened one of them from which the Daily Mail tweeted, and then the
Yeah,
comment below
yeah.
is, nobody has predicted that this is what home workers would look like by 2100.
It was a
or
model.
2100.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just a model for improper workplace environment
Ex-
at home environment.
So that's what they was.
So-
Yeah, that's what they were like. That's what some of the people were like mad about. Like, Like you're just creating this narrative that this is what people could look like, so people don't work from home. But you were saying,
Say
Muslim,
2100.
what?
Yeah.
Yeah, 2100.
Oh, okay, yeah.
2100. So
2100.
the average workforce, I don't know where this is, apparently it's 38.9 years. Let's say 39 years old. Obviously, by 2100, they're not going to look great. They're going to be over 100 years old.
Oh,
What the hell? What?
wait. There's math. Wait. Some things are not working out here.
Wait a minute.
He's got the crickets and
Uh,
he didn't miss it.
anyway, as I was saying before, yeah. No, it was just fat shaming. They were saying like this is
Oh,
fat shaming.
this
Like
nigga-
you're saying,
bro, this
that,
is
like-
not fat shaming, brother. This is a curvy woman, bro. This is not fat shaming, bro.
Yeah, that's
No comment,
that's true. I would
I
say
didn't notice any
probably
curves myself.
15 to 20% of the workforce might look like that if
I
they.
think this is just a big
if-
over exaggeration.
I don't think everyone would look like
I
that
don't think it
because
is an
if you work
exaggeration.
from home, you would have more urge to be out rather than go on site because once you go on site, you've already gone through the traveling, you've already gone through taking your break, running to the shops, coming back there. You wouldn't want to do that once you're back home, but I guess once you're working from home, you're able to do
Well, I
all
mean,
that.
also like delivery and stuff is really good now too, though. You can get stuff delivered to you. Like, you don't need to go out for like most things now anyway. The only reason people go out nowadays is to like socialize and stuff like that. But then with like when things become like the Apple Vision Pro, for example, when that stuff becomes more common and becomes cheaper and readily available, like the Meta Quest, for example, like people don't even need to do all that anymore, man. Just stay home and just talk to the avatars and stuff.
That's really scary because it's like I think I spoke about this before. They did a study and they looked at people that were happiest, like in the happiest professions. And I think number one was like a farmer or something, like people who are out there who are farming,
Yeah,
who
yeah.
are being physical. They have produce at the end. They're working towards a goal. Yeah, and it's like there's also a study here that it says, I'm just looking at now. It's like they found that people who sit for more than 8 hours a day with no physical activity had a risk of dying similar to that posed by obesity and smoking. And I don't know if you guys have heard the phrase like sitting is the new smoking. Have you heard that before?
Yep, I've heard it.
Yeah. And like it's scary. Like we should be getting up and doing like being active. Like I should be with my wife. I should be going out to hunt and bringing home some rabbit or something. And I'm just sitting here, like we go shopping, come home.
What rabbit? What are you gonna hunt? The
Yeah,
pig?
that's what I'm saying. You're in London, bro. Where are you gonna hunt, bro? This guy's acting like he has a forest in his backyard, mate.
But bro,
I think
this
you guys
guy,
are missing the point.
you missed.
Thank you,
boys,
Camille.
no, hold on. Yes, Camille, they have missed the point. That whole
haven't missed the point,
that
bro.
whole speech that Musin just said was just to, again, I keep telling you lot, and you lot don't listen to me, you just laugh me off. He just keeps flexing the fact that he has a wife on us. All of that was just to say, me and my wife, I should be with my wife. He was just, bro, this guy just.
Oh my God!
Someone call him out, bro. This guy just flexes his wife, bro. I mean, fair enough, but.
But I'm not even focused on that. I'm focused about the hunting part.
Allahumma barik, mashallah, please.
Allahumma barik.
No, I appreciate that, man. Like once you're back, you have to. If you're not showing up and be proud for it.
Anyway.
One day. Keep motivating us.
It's like, bro, it's like going to work and never talking about work. Oh, you're just trying to make us jealous that you have a job. It's just a part of my life. Like, what do I do?
Oh man. But yeah, man, these people, I don't know. But imagine though, like, that's a crazy look. Imagine that was real. That's a crazy look. But I don't think
Hands like that and everything, like
like with a bear claw.
But why a female? Why not a male? Well, at
Yeah,
this
that's what I'm
point,
saying.
at this
Are we
point, at this
qualified to have
point,
this conversation? Just remember,
at
guys,
this
this is
point
going
is
online. This is on the
Oh yeah,
internet.
let's stop it there, mate. Let's
No, no,
just
no. Like I'm more
leave it there
curious to
now.
see what a male body would be like at that time. You know what I'm saying? Because this I don't know. This one looks like whatever, man.
This
I'll
looks like
tell you what,
whatever.
it would be in shape.
It would be in
I'm
shape.
pretty sure you can find multiple online if you go, and Google it.
I
Oh my
prefer
God.
not to look at.
And I
bodies
don't
of
think
men.
it matters what gender the freaking model is.
It does, bro.
That's
That
right,
shit
that's
looks
right, that's
printed
right.
From the,
Yeah, yeah.
I think even if it was a male, I think it would look exactly the same.
Oh yeah, yeah, for
Nah,
sure,
bro.
for sure. Because there's no
Yeah, bro, that's
difference
the thing.
between men and women. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
We're
yeah,
all equal.
right, yeah,
At the end of
right.
the day,
What do
we're
you-
all equal. Like, we're just human beings.
Come on.
Do you know what I'm saying? We're all just human beings. We can move on to Florida man news now, or there's one more thing. There's kind of this one more thing I want to talk about, but it's a little bit sad. But we can just
Florida
briefly
man news.
cover it if you want. What are we
Sad.
saying?
I don't
What
like
are,
sad stuff.
what
I
are we
don't like
saying?
sad stuff either. These
Okay,
are
no,
the
it's
fun and
sad.
amazing. Yeah.
Anyone else? Anyone else?
I
It's
don't
brief.
mind.
It's brief. It's brief.
Let's do it. Let's.
خلاص خلاص.
You need some sadness in your life. We spoke to so much.
No, man.
All
We
right.
spoke about billionaires, bro. That's so much happiness.
Okay, I'll just quickly say it and then we can move on. So the headline is the global network of sadistic monkey torture has been exposed by BBC. So BBC has been running a year-long investigation into a global sadistic monkey torture ring, stretching from Indonesia and all other neighboring Asian countries to the United States. So the World Service found hundreds of customers in the US, UK, and anywhere else paying Indonesians to torture and even sometimes kill baby long-tailed macaques on films. So if you don't know what that monkey looks like, it's one of those monkeys with the super long tails, like flat face, not flat face, but like face that goes like that. So
what is the reason behind torturing? Is it for entertainment
yes. So what it is
or for
basically
experiment?
it's for entertainment. So what it is that people like for example, okay, so let's say I'm the distributor, right? So you guys here would come to me to like you'd come to me to tell me what it is that you want to see, and then I would go to the people in Indonesia and tell them what to do to the monkeys and pay them, and then they'd give it to
so
me.
like sadistic fetish kind of thing.
Yeah, and then I would sell the videos to you. Does that make sense? So that's
Yeah,
so
that's...
yeah, so that's what's been going on. So what it at the very beginning, allegedly, it started from like, you know, like feeding like a baby monkey, like what do you call them? Milk from a bottle, and then just like when they're holding it, you just remove it, like, you know, like teasing them like that, and then eventually it just led to like worse and worse stuff,
Yeah.
to the point where like
So
some monkeys have even been
crazy.
killed. Like babies though, babies we're talking about here.
That's crazy. Like humans turn to other ways to kind of legalize the, fetish or like.
No, so that they don't
fantasies.
they don't, so they themselves don't have to do it, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. So 3 people have been investigated by the Department of Homeland Security, DHS. One of them spoke to BBC. The other one was a woman, and then that also kind of spoke to the BBC. And the other one is like his identity hasn't been released to the people. Yeah, but it's crazy, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. They've made so much money from it too. People have been arrested in Indonesia as well, but apparently in Indonesia, animal cruelty only gets you up to 8 months of jail. So I don't know what that means for the people over there. You know, if that's like an easy, like, you know what I'm saying, like 8 months is nothing if I can earn like this much money for my families, type thing.
Pros outweighing the cons.
Exactly, that type.
That's very sad, man. Like a few things that come to mind is like monkeys are probably the closest thing to human beings.
Right.
Like in the world. Like starting off by like, you know, like having a bottle and then taking it away, doing that to a baby might be entertaining for some people, but then, you know, you get to do it um with monkeys instead. And I'm sure that stuff like this happens like with human beings as well. Like you find it on like the dark web and stuff like
I
that.
wouldn't be
But
surprised, yeah.
Mhm.
like this seems like it's just easy access.
Yeah.
Like it's just you don't have to go and risk going onto the dark web and
No.
getting in trouble, or not
It was
getting, but like
all on
you know, someone
Telegram.
hacking you or something. Yeah, it's easy. Like you can
Mhm.
like it's just like me WhatsApping someone and just
Yeah.
being like,
Basically.
yo, like this is what I want you to, or do a voice message. Hey, I want you to do
Yeah.
this, and I want you to do this, and I want you to like cut it like this, and I want to like hear it scream and blah blah blah. People are like sending these over, or maybe it's probably not their voice, or maybe if they do, it's a voice changer or something.
Mm.
But yeah, that's very sad. Like, yeah, well, why do we have such an like a need for violence and to see suffering?
I think it's part of human evolution, to be honest, because I think in times of war and in times
Mm,
of violence, you need those people to be at the front line.
yeah, yeah.
You need those people who have that mindset to just, hey, go, just go, you just go, you just do what you do and just go. And I
Mm, mm,
think
mm,
that
mm.
mindset just, it just gets passed on. I don't know if it's genetics, maybe, I don't know, but it just gets passed on um to through generations until now they don't have an outlet to legally do that stuff. There's no war and
Mm.
things of that nature. So I think so. That's my
Would
theory.
Yeah.
It's a bit
if
difficult to be
people, oh,
honest,
go on.
because if you think it is genetic, right?
Mm.
We would because we've been through world wars, right? We would
Mm.
have so many of them, right?
Yeah.
But I think is mostly is parenting, how you raise your child, and
Yeah.
Trauma.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think
There's a lot.
is more
Yeah.
parent-
It's a lot of factors, to be honest, and the thing is, it's like you can never really isolate certain things because some people would have you'll have a good example is like when siblings grow up so different from each other, even though they basically grew up in the same environment.
Yeah.
So it's like
Identical twins. They
identical
look the
twins,
same.
right, right. So there's so many different factors, and you can never really pinpoint it, isolate it to one thing. But definitely things like parenting and things of that nature definitely you should definitely take into consideration. I don't want to talk too much more about that. Yeah, I read about it and it was just like it was really really sad. There's more to the story as well. They had a conversation with the people, the distributors that were involved and things of that nature, and and what they uncovered going through. Again, it was a year-long investigation. So if you want to read upon that, it's on BBC. Um, and go ahead and do that yourself. People, people. We're here. We've done it. We've reached it. Florida man news time.
Florida man news. Wow.
We're here. We're here.
What's he done now?
Florida man news time. Nearly naked Florida man arrested after multiple hit and run crashes, deputies say. So
Wait,
Uh-huh.
nearly naked. Wait, explain nearly naked.
he's in I don't know what he's wearing.
Crazy, man.
It's like the only thing covered are his private parts, and I don't know what that is. He's wearing socks
Leaf.
and a small. They call it a small covering, but it's some type of clothing like item. It could be a shirt, I don't know, but they just called it a small covering wrapped around his waist and socks because he's a nasty man, freaky man. Um. So yeah, he was arrested on Wednesday after multiple hit and run crashes. So the Flagler County Sheriff's Office said the SUV that he was in was speeding on Old Kings Road when it struck multiple cars and continued down the road. A Florida Fish and Wildlife officer tried to pull over the driver, identified as 22-year-old Stephen Peterson of Port Orange, but he did not stop the car. The SUV then drove onto Old Kings Elementary School's property and drove around the running track before getting back onto the Old Kings Road. So I think he got out and then he ran around the track and he went back onto the road and I think he just carried on like hitting more cars. He drove into landfills, wooded areas, and the landfill and the areas between the landfill and Interstate 95. Once deputies arrived, they set up a perimeter and tracked this SUV via air, helicopter. And yeah, that was basically it. They tried to
Poor guy, man.
they tried to like, get like, yo, get out of the car, but he wouldn't get out of the car. And he had a passenger with him too, apparently. And they had to drag him out like naked, basically. And so now he's been charged with, he's facing multiple charges, including fleeing and eluding, leaving the scene, reckless driving, probably, trespassing, and the passenger faces charges of marijuana possession and possession of a drug paraphernalia. So seems like they were under some type of influence. You have to be, right?
Yeah.
To be doing stuff like that.
Bro, like, what were you thinking when you were driving over a running track? Like, you're trying to
You
beat
do it in
Usain
GTA.
Bolt record using a vehicle?
He's definitely that age group.
That's what I was gonna say, to be honest. I was gonna say influenced by GTA.
He's definitely
And,
that age.
Yeah, those games do have a lot of influence on
Is
people.
it though? Like, I feel
Bro.
like these kind of games are made for people so that they can't do it out there. So they can do it in here, but they can't do it out there.
Bro. Did you lot not just notice what just happened there? Bro, we just became the people that say these games are affecting our kids. Bro, we
That's
just
true, man.
bro,
I didn't say anything.
we literally just became old in like 2 seconds, bro. Salim, what are you doing, brother?
Hey, all I play is TFT nowadays, yeah? I'm a changed man.
That's hilarious. That is wow.
Man said these games are bad for our children, bro. Oh, that's crazy.
I'm looking forward to seeing that in a short. That's hilarious.
I'm wondering what the kind of people Sam meets in the park when he's walking.
Okay, first of all, why are you walking around the park? What kind of park is it? Does it have slides, swings? What kind of park are you going
Wait,
into?
we're not doing this. We're not doing this, bro. What do you mean? We're not
Hello.
doing this.
I walk in that park to get to
Well,
the
I
mosque,
was
yeah?
talking about like
Wait,
old people.
James, why are you involving yourself? You do that too?
Yo,
You said we
Even
don't
if
do
the
that.
park,
so
oh my goodness. Even if a park has slides and swings, and even if there are kids playing on those slides and swings,
whoa,
it's not wrong to go there and be like, wow, these kids are cute.
Yeah.
Allahumma
about
barik.
that.
Someone arrest that man.
No, I agree. No, I agree. But like, why?
You agree? You agree?
Right. Can I let me get something off my chest, yeah? I feel like we have this thing, and like I understand the reason for it, keeping kids safe. It's like prevention is better than cure kind of thing. But like I love kids.
I agree, bro.
go have your own kids.
Yeah, hopefully I will in the future, but
Wait.
I
Oh,
love
sorry.
kids.
Camille, say that again one more time.
There's nothing wrong.
You have a wife, go have your own kids.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's not that
that-
problem. It's like it's not a problem. Like why? Like how? Like you watch videos of like cute kids doing cute stuff. You're like,
You
oh, look at
whoa!
that kid.
You watch videos of cute kids.
Yes, I do.
Why is this guy doing this, bro?
Hey,
my god!
Bro, Eunice is launching a whole investigation on you, bro. I think you should plead the fifth and grab a lawyer.
Yeah, now you want to see this short, right? You want to see this short, definitely.
I want to see the show. I have. There's no issue with it. It sounds wrong, but it's not like there's no like why is it an issue? Why
Now,
can't
let
I?
me point one thing, yeah? Is it's sad that we think it is that way, you know?
Yeah.
It's sad how this,
Mm,
how the world and times changed. Because it used to be normal,
mm.
back in the days, we literally have our parents sitting outside, watching us playing football, we go out. But yeah, nowadays is just, I mean, this is coming from me going and working for a company who had a children charity. And what we do is, for this charity, is we go around and ask people, right, for donation, weekly donation. And this, like, I don't want to mention names, but the goal of the charity is you spectating and spying on the children in that household to see if there is any kind of abuse.
Yeah.
And as soon as I heard that, like, oh, when you ask for the donation, make sure you look around, see how the condition of the children, see how the house, if it's safe for the children, see if the parents are abusing the children. I was like, I don't want to do anything.
It's
I
crazy
don't
that
want to
stuff
get
like that
into it.
happens. I never even knew that was a thing.
It is
Mm.
a thing. Trust me.
Wow.
It's a charity too. Just
Yeah.
think about it.
And we do kind of need it because you hear horror stories like of things
Exactly. Is that
happening
that's the
to
thing too, is
kids.
that we're not just gonna act like that idea just came out of nowhere, like,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah,
just the time. Like, we don't act like Ted Bundy didn't exist and people like this, like, bro,
yeah.
like, there's a reason
Who's
for
Ted
that.
Bundy?
All right, we'll Google it.
Yeah, I'm not saying that my neighbor who has just moved in that I've never met before should be like, "Hey, Mustin, yeah, come look after my kids." Like, that's irresponsible. That's wrong. I know my intentions. I know that I'm not gonna do anything. But like, if they asked me to, I would say no. Actually, I wouldn't. Even though I know nothing's gonna blah blah blah. Just I don't want the risk. I don't want the chance. Like if I see like sometimes I'm on the bus and there's like a baby in a pushchair and the baby's looking at me and the baby smiles. And when I was much younger, I used to do this eyebrow thing. I used to go like that to the babies, like, "Ooh." And then these parents would look at me like, "Oh, he's so cute. Look at him playing with the kid." And now I'm this big black man with a beard. If I go, "Ooh, oh yeah," like that's gonna be
No, I
seen as
disagree.
wrong.
No, I
But
don't. I
then,
don't think
Five
but
it's
then
years to
seen as
my
life.
wrong.
no, it's definitely like it will be weird. People will be weirded out.
Yeah,
Okay, people will be weirded
If
100%,
out.
you're an
man.
old man, I think it's fine. Once you get to a certain age, you're old.
No,
I
especially
I
when you're
think
an
No,
old
no,
man,
no,
don't
no,
come near
no,
my
no.
kid. You
No, no.
crazy
no,
as
I
hell.
think no. If you're old, like old people become cute. Like I talk like
Ah,
in
that
my
guy
job. I
on
talk to
Family
people that are
Guy. What's
old.
his
So I'm
name?
like, oh,
Yeah,
what a
exactly.
cute. I
Herbert.
get off the phone. I'm like, man, what a cute old
Bro,
man
but
that I just
listen,
spoke.
here's the thing. I feel like I agree with you when you say people are gonna be without people around. But I'm sure a lot of like mothers or the other children, they'll probably be flattered. You're playing with their child. That's I think that's a common thing. Think
Uh,
No,
about
I,
people being
no.
I,
flattered.
yeah,
I,
okay,
I
okay.
feel
One
very
second.
uncomfortable doing so.
One
Like I
That's
can't.
second.
fair.
One
That's fair.
second.
That's fair.
One second, Saeed. Oh, James, you came from
You leaked my
Egypt
name, bro.
recently.
This guy leaked my name. Kick him for the
Wait,
podcast for leaking my
yeah,
name,
you
bro.
can you can you can beep it. Listen, you came recently from Egypt, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And you saw how children there trusted to the neighborhood people that in the neighborhood. Also, you
Yeah.
told me once when you went to buy a juice, and then a mother just gave you her child to look after him while
Yeah,
he does a
bro.
Wait,
dishes.
James bought juice.
Oh my god!
Bro, okay, it's a
Yeah,
common
okay,
thing.
wait.
There's like fresh juice. Yeah, I don't understand how you connected these dots, fam. What do you mean, bro? You
Yeah,
think you
man.
drink juice? No,
There are
but
no
what
dots to
he's saying.
connect. I don't-
Yeah, yeah, but anyway, that's there, but you cannot do these things here in the UK.
I'm
So
Yeah,
having too
because
much
I
of
fun
this
with this
guy who you
soundboard.
made me Google, man. I wish I didn't Google this guy,
I mean
man.
Hollywood did play part with
Yeah,
you know
100%. 100%.
big
Jeffrey
part.
Dahmer. Like all these look at these shows that they're like these are the best selling shows as well. Bro, the series they release of Dahmer, the actor that played Jeffrey Dahmer won like the best actor in the Emmys, bro. Like for playing a serial killer, bro. Like, come on, man. Come on, man. Like, he played the role of a serial killer so good, he won an award for it. Relax, man. All right, you know what? Enough. We're gonna have our fun with it. Listen, man. I'm just having too much fun with my soundboard. That's all it is. I'm just, I'm just having too much fun with my soundboard. But staying with babies and staying in Florida, we are now entering our faith in humanity restored news.
Let's go. Something good.
Newborn left in Florida safe haven baby box has been adopted by the firefighter who found her. So
I feel like, did you finish that sentence? I felt like there was more. Was that just me?
no. I was
Yeah, I
just
was waiting for
I
more.
had to click the golf clap thing. A firefighter in Ocala, Florida, was pulling an overnight shift at the station in January when he was awakened at 2 a.m. by an alarm. He recognized the sound immediately. A newborn had been placed in the building's safe haven baby box, a device that allows someone to safely and anonymously surrender a child, no questions asked. Do you guys know about this? Do you know about the safe haven baby
That's
box?
crazy.
You must have seen it at
Never
some
heard of
point.
Never
So-
heard of it.
So when a mother or a couple has a child but they don't want to keep the child, they want to surrender it, they can leave the baby at I don't know if all the fire stations have it, but most fire stations have a safe haven baby box, and they can leave the baby there and surrender the child, basically. And there will be no questions asked. It's completely anonymous. There's no security camera or anything of that nature. And then presumably that baby, probably then gets to have to go through like child services and things of that nature.
Yeah, goes into foster care and stuff
Foster
like that.
care and things like that. Yeah.
I know.
How do you feel? How do you guys feel about that? That type of service.
I think it's a great idea. Coming from seeing all these crazy ways people try to get rid of babies because they just didn't know how to do it. I think that's a great idea. Just in terms of the safety of a child.
I think it's a good idea in this society, but I feel like it's only because of other things that are wrong. So if you have relations with someone, there's always a risk of having a child. You should know that from the get-go. And you should be ready to, if you're taking on that responsibility of doing that, you should know there's a potential that I'm going to have a child. Now, after you have that child, if it gets through the pregnancy, then that child is your responsibility as a human being. Now, not to say that there are some people who are in situations where, it may even be worse for the child to be with that person. Maybe they have a mental illness, for example. It's actually better for someone else to look after that child. Sure, in those cases, then fine. But if you are, like, if you just decide, I just don't want this child, I just wasn't ready for the child, I think that's wrong. I think like that's your responsibility. You should look after the child in the same way that if you have a mother, if you have a father, it's your responsibility to look after them, regardless of how they've treated you or anything like that. If there's just certain, and it is cultural, right? Like within the West, it's not like if your parent treated you bad, you can just be like, well, parent treated me bad, I don't care about this person anymore. Like they get what's coming to them, kind of thing. But then in other countries, you have like men who are giving birth, who are not giving birth, but men who are having babies. There. Yeah, let me just rewind. Men who have had relations with many women who are then having babies, and they don't even look after them. They don't like have any responsibility towards them. But then those children are now looking after the father because it's a duty towards them, and that's a societal thing. Like the society continues, they don't need care homes, or it's less needed when things like that are happening. So yeah, in this society, yes, I think it's a good idea, but I think that it's wrong that if you just don't want a child, you just like, I just don't want it, just give it to someone else. It should be your responsibility,
I mean,
my
you need
opinion.
to also think about there in this society at least, there is so many ways to prevent having a child. So
Well, not
if you
really
don't
not
want
in
a
the
child,
US, not anymore.
all right, I
Yeah.
didn't know about that.
Well,
But
they
anyway,
banned
if
abortion in it from most like states and stuff.
I mean, even it doesn't have to get to the point where there's abortion to get
Oh, you mean
involved.
Like
contraceptives?
Yeah.
Oh, you
Yeah.
mean
Legal things.
contraceptives? Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
So yeah, I mean, if you're not ready to be, to take the responsibility, then just use these ways of, preventing.
Right,
But
right,
yeah,
right.
I don't want to
there's
get
this.
into it more.
Hold on.
Yeah.
There's a story I heard. It was it was a documentary, I think, and there was like a girl. She was maybe like 13, 14, maybe younger. But she went to like she was having like stomach aches and she was feeling sick. She was like vomiting and like stuff like this, right? Like signs of pregnancy. She didn't see it as signs of pregnancy, and she went to the doctor and they were like, "Oh, you're pregnant." And she was like trying to lose weight. Like she was gaining weight and she was like eating less and stuff because like her belly was getting bigger. And she's like, "Oh, I just need to eat less," but she was actually pregnant, right?
And how old
So
did you say? Sorry.
I think like 13, 14, I think, maybe younger than that.
Mm-mm.
And yeah, so and 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 she was, and they were like, is it just one like person that you've been with? And they were like, yeah, it's just one person. And they spoke to that person, and it was a guy, and he was, I think, around the same age, and I think he might have even maybe even been younger than her. And they asked him, they were like, so what, like, like your partner's pregnant, and he didn't believe. He was like, it's absolutely impossible. There's no way that she could be pregnant. And they were like, so why, like, why do you think that? And he goes, well, um, like I know that if you stand up and do the act, you can't get pregnant. It's not possible. You have to be
What?
lying down. If you stand up, then gravity, things will just come down. And they were like, so who told you that? And they were like, oh, my older brother, he's got experience and like
Mhm.
yeah, this kind of stuff. And yeah, like believed it. And they were just going at it, standing up, thinking, I ain't going to get pregnant. And he was convinced. He's like, there's no way that she could be
Mhm.
pregnant because we were standing up.
Mm.
This was a
Yeah.
faith in humanity restored news. I don't know how we got to talking
Yeah.
about people standing up to prevent pregnancy, bro. Anyway, so yeah, the
Stand up.
firefighter. So the family that they haven't been released, like who they are. I mean, as you should anyway. So the firefighter, saw the child, and he says that she had a little bottle with her. She was just chilling. I picked her up. We held her. We locked eyes, and that was it. I've loved her ever since that moment. So him and his wife have been trying to have a baby for more than a decade, and he didn't call his wife right away because it was at 2 a.m. wasn't it? Yeah, it was at like 2 a.m. He didn't want to wake her up, but he knew that she was gonna be on board with everything, and. And then when morning came, he explained that we've been trying for 10 years. We should just register to adopt this baby. And yeah, and she agreed with it. And now she's 5 months old now, happy as can be, or healthy as can be. And this is what she looks like. I'll send it on, and I'll put it on here as well. Cute little baby.
Aww.
Cute little baby. Cute
Who
little
would give
baby.
this baby up?
Called Zoe. Her name is Zoe. 5 months old today. 5 months old today.
Good on them, bro.
Wait,
Good on
where
them.
you guys getting on to
Man.
Master for calling babies cute, man? And now look at you guys all saying babies cute.
I wanted to say something, but like, yeah, let's
No,
just.
we're doing it as a group. We're not doing it by ourselves.
We're not going. We're not walking in park saying, "Oh, what a cute baby," with no one next to us, like just randomly as well. Like nothing was instigated. Just
Yeah, sorry, Master, I tried to help out, sorry, bro.
I appreciate you, man. Thank you. I
Just
appreciate
call
it.
random babies. But yes, yes. Faith in humanity restored news. And that rounds up our show for today. Guys, I think this is the longest episode we've ever done, maybe. And then I am still gonna run that poll a little later if we're gonna keep that little audio that I played earlier. You let me know. But outside of that, people, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching this episode today. My mic fell off, so I'm just gonna hold it for now.
Stand up with it.
Thanks for watching. Thank you for listening. Any last words? Any final things you want to say to the people, guys?
Yeah, I got something to say.
Oh.
Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you very much.
People,
Wait,
don't
wait,
forget.
wait. Some people need to tell the difference between a joke and a real convo. Not everything is real in these conversations.
Bro,
Muhsin is
I-
with the.
yeah, bro. Like we need to, yeah, exactly. We need to have a little disclaimer. You know, like in South Park, at the beginning of every
Disclaimers.
episode, they have the disclaimer. We need to have a disclaimer, like everything said in this thing is just is for entertainment purposes only. Opinions opinions expressed are not the opinions of the people or of the show, things of that nature. Whatever. We just need to find we just need to copy whatever South Park does, because I love the way they do it and just say in our own words. But anyway, people, thank you for watching, thank you for listening. This was episode 18. So, 2 more episodes and we'll be in episode 20. So we'll see you then, inshallah, as well. People,
Inshallah.
Inshallah.
thank you for watching. Like Salam said, don't forget to subscribe and like the video. Peace.
Take care.